Right guys, we have another action-packed week for you today. We're going to be looking at Yasser's 991.1 ES800. However, it's a 991.1 ES800 with the 0.2 turbochargers. So the 0.2s are a little bit bigger, but we'll go into that later. So we'll be looking at that and the very, very special car of D, the 991.2, that's getting the ES1200 upgrade. So Danny's working on that at the minute. He's putting the turbo kit together. Really excited about that car. It's, like I said, yeah, it should hopefully get some good results and meet our expectations. So yeah, lots more going on. There's a 996 in there, a couple of 996s we're working on in there, and yeah, lots more as always. So keep watching. So Danny, Wahid's car.
Wahid's one is complete. We have finished it. We finalised it. We are done. This thing has got some amazing numbers. Watch the video and watch how quick this car is. 100 to 200, I'm not saying. 2 to 250, I'm not saying. We didn't do a quarter. We just wanted to make sure the numbers are all good and not on the car, and which they are. We got a very low number, which is amazing. So we are very happy with the car. The car runs absolutely fine. No issues with the car at all. So we've gone through map 1, map 2, map 3, map 4, map 5 and map 6.
So for the people who've forgotten or who may have missed the full spec of the car, let's just run through the full spec of the car.
Right, so this has got a full titanium exhaust system on it, catless. It's also got our full billet intake system. It's had an engine build which is completely forged, minus the headers. It's got the manifolds done. Oh yeah, I thought you were doing a video so you could have the voice in the back. I don't worry about that, that's fine.
We need you on camera.
These quickly?
These are Zona's on this.
Yeah, Exona turbos on it as well, which spooled up madly. This car's just, yeah, we've done a full fuel system as well, so it's got port injection on it. So it's got 2 extra fuel pumps in the tank, lines running all the way through into a filter, straight into his port injection, which obviously the port injection sits in the intake manifold, which is an extra 6 injectors as well. He's got a fuel pressure regulator done on it as well. He's got running full Cybex S7 as well on this car. So he's got complete control of everything that we need to have control of.
So the other thing that people sometimes ask Danny is how drivable is something like this?
I'll put it this way. So I've just when we build these cars, we like to put extra miles on it so we know this engine's bedded in very well. So last night I took the car home. I live about 22 miles away. I drove this all the way back in the map 1, 2 and 3, which is just pump fuel. And this car drove like normal, and literally the gear changes, you don't have to drive it in Sports Plus mode, you can just drive it in normal mode, and this car drives like normal. You can use this as a daily car, and then when you go to race events, you've got your extra maps, chuck a bit of ethanol in there, and honestly this thing will beat most competition out there. And I'm very happy with the way this car's come out. I'm just waiting for Mr. Nazir to come collect the car and see how well this car goes.
Do you think he can handle it?
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll have to see his face when he comes.
1100 wheel horsepower daily driver. There you go. ES 1100. Right guys, so we're tuning NAZIR'S ES800 at the minute, and so far this is the figure that we've got: 773 at the wheels, 597 foot-pound of torque. But the main thing to note here is look at that curve. It's epic. So you can see it's coming on boost early on this one, and you're getting over 550 foot-pound of torque at before 4,000 RPM at about 3.7. And look at that torque curve. It's flat as anything. You know, it peaks torque quite late as well, so it's really flat, and then you get 597 at 6,400 RPM, and it doesn't tail off at all. Other curves you can see with other kits, they kind of tail off and everything, but this holds it right to the end, and the same with the actual power graph as well. So it comes on just before 4,000 RPM, and it's a solid linear curve without any drops of power all the way to the red line. Now, NAZIR'S car is an ES800. It is a 991 Gen 1. However, he went with a 991 Gen 2 turbos. And you can see the benefit of that here. There's no drop off in power. It's completely flat all the way through. The Gen 2 housings are slightly bigger, so you do get that better power top end from these. So we're really impressed with that. That's going to be really fast. The other good thing is NAZIR'S gone with a wave track LSD on this, so grip wise it's going to be good. He's also been good and got some really good new tyres on it, so it's going to go for an alignment after, because we've put our H&R suspension on it, and then we'll get it out and drag it. But we're expecting some good numbers from this car. It's really warm today. We were getting some lower figures before because the intake temps were quite high, but we repositioned some of the fans, brought them back down, so yeah, no, it's making good power. On the road we expect it to be in the mid fours, so it should do 4 or 5 pretty comfortably. As you can see, it's a full weight car. He's got the pan roof as well, so yeah, it's going to be a really fast road car. But it just shows, like, the ES800 kit, it just works every single time. You know, you can see the power, you see it on the road after. So yeah, we'll get this, we'll do a few more runs, send the logs to Emery so you can verify and check and make sure everything's good and he's happy with it, and then yeah, we'll get it off the dyno on the road and get some numbers for you, so stay tuned.
So today I am currently on DEE'S 991 Gen 2. As you can see behind me here, I'm just fitting his manifolds, his turbos. And as you can see, his turbos are exactly the same colour as his car, and they look beautiful. So DEE is now going to be running our ES 1400 package, which are a fully built engine, heads, intake manifold, big G30s on there, 770s, Dodson clutch, Dodson pan that you already had of it previously anyway. He's also gone for the wave track LSD, so you can put more power down. This car's going to be epic. So obviously it's going to be running the same power as the NAZIR'S one, but he's got the wave track in this as well, so which is going to help a hell of a lot as well, putting the power down. So I've just got the wastegates to finish, the lines, want to make some custom coolant lines for it for the turbos as well. So yeah, I've got my work cut out today, but hopefully tomorrow, just after lunch, I should have it on the dyno, so better be cracking on. So guys, this is our new technician here. We call him Rory 2, because clearly his name's Rory. We've got Rory 1 over there and Rory 2 here. For some reason they called him Wayne. He don't look like a Wayne, but so he's just Rory 2 to me. So yeah, I'm gonna let him lead the way of what he's doing today. Enjoy.
Hi guys. Basically today I'm fitting our ES800 package with hybrid turbos, our exhaust manifolds and our inlet manifold. Currently in the process, I've stripped off already the turbos and the manifolds, and the inlet was already stripped off. So I'm just switching over the actuators for the turbos onto the new turbos, ready to go back on. I'm going to build it all up and then put it in the car. And then obviously we're putting the intake and hopefully boost check it, everything ready to go back in the car when it's finally ready. Stay tuned and you'll see what happens with it.
we've just finished off Yass's car. We made 773 at the wheels on the dyno. We've just been making sure everything's all good with the car, been testing it and that as well on the road. But the customer's now changed his mind. He wants to go for the billet intake system, which we've got one luckily in stock for him as well. He's also going for the Duet E8 intercoolers, which to cause twice the size of stock coolers. This helps massively bring down the air temps. Because going out on the road, I can't get no less than 46 degrees on the road. With these, it'll bring it down to about 32, 33. And then when I do a pull as well, it should bring it down to about 28, which makes a massive impact when you're doing draggy runs and when you're going on race days as well. Just bring the temps right down. Also, it's less restrictive as well. So with it being a billet intake, you don't have no plenum on the car. It's just it's two-piece intake, and they just join there. And you've got the throttle body, and then with the coolers as well, because they're twice the size of stock coolers, you're getting a lot more capacity in there as well, which keeps the air 10 times cooler. So it'd be a massive difference, and I'm kind of looking forward to doing this because it's going to be our first ES800 with our billet intake system as well. So keep your eyes peeled for this one because, yeah, it'd be something to look forward to.